Hey,
Yeah?
how do you know that you're in Canada?
When there's hockey sticks on the door, like for the door handle.
At a Tim Hortons. So Tim Horton was a former NHL player, but I'm pretty sure his legacy, everlasting legacy, is going to be coffee and donuts. So we're stopped at Muleshoe Lake in Banff along the Bow Valley Parkway. We're on our way to Johnston Canyon, but up in the side of the mountain here is a cave called the Hole in the Wall. So that was formed when a glacier receded and the water found a soft limestone spot. So that's a solution cave. It got eaten away up on the side of the mountain. So here's what I mean about sometimes you probably don't have to put the French translation up there. It's exactly the same, just backwards. Anyway, we're headed to a couple of awesome waterfalls here in Johnston Canyon in Banff National Park, Alberta, Canada. This is gonna be a crowded trail. Might not talk that much because of it. Wow. But here we go. So Lower Falls are down there. We could go get on that wildly populated bridge. Looks like there's a little cave over there too. Guess these are the upper falls here. First view of them. Trail continues for a bit, so I think we'll get closer. So that wasn't the upper falls before, and I suspect this isn't either. But description I said was to make sure you get all the way to the top. So. Here's the very, very top of the falls. So it came here and goes down just this very little niche down to the huge upper falls that we just saw. There's a platform where we saw the big tall falls. Not sure how tall Johnston Canyon's upper falls are, but I'll look that up. Hopefully put it below here if I remember. Absolutely beautiful canyon here. Beautiful family right there taking pictures. These catwalks really are kind of a engineering marvel around here. Couldn't really come through without them. Starting to really kind of get our first rain of the trip. At the Dude Ranch we had a thunderstorm overnight, but yeah, first sprinkles on us, which is expected today and tomorrow. Actually, we're going to do the Lake Louise Tea House hike tomorrow and Moraine Lake. I'd love to have sunny days for both of those showcase hikes, but man, looks like we're going to be fighting rain tomorrow, but we only have one day to do it, so it's not going to stop us. All right, well, we survived Canada's Disneyland, Johnston Canyon Falls, and we're going to head up the road to Silverton Falls next. All right, so we're down Bow Valley Parkway here at the Rockbound Lake Trail. You can take it out to something called Rockbound Lake that I did absolutely no research on, or you can take it to diverge to the right and go to Silverton Falls. That is a 1.1 mile loop. I think that's all the fam has left in them. We're about 15 minutes away from our cabin in Banff here, so here we go. No camping here. Motor vehicles, no motor vehicles allowed.
People, like that mommy recognized from Two Sisters.
There's another trail up here. Just seems very berry. And we might see a bear any minute. And so we're being loud. This also here in the Canadian Rockies seems like a trail that could be very squatchy. So we're looking out for all that stuff. Really quick trail here up along Silverton Creek. I'm huffing and puffing though because it's only a half-mile in, but only this quarter mile here has the 350 feet of elevation. So you're flat for a quarter of a mile and then you just climb right up that rocky sidewall to get to the falls, which I can hear below. We'll be there in a second. Really gotta be careful here to stay on the trail because it is a rocky, loose slide the whole way down. There's no stopping yourself if you go off of here. Falls are just ahead. I can hear them thundering. Always gotta remember to turn around though, because look at this view. So there's at least 4 plunge pools here on Silverton Falls. But what Dr. Mom noticed here is you can see how much wider it can be, how much is eroded away. This seems awesome, but it must be a low falls time, because look at the brown areas, how much more is, you know, whirlpooled out of there. You got that kind of whirlpool action that we see in some of the glacial potholes. In here you've got some whirling around that happened. Down here when the water's higher, you've got some swirling there too. But I love this pool the best, man, because it's just got a couple different shades. It's probably super deep there right under the falls, and then it comes up and heads down again. I also love that there's no fencing here, no walls. You got to be responsible for yourself and not be stupid. I was actually looking at going down here onto that level. And my wife read my mind. She's like, no, don't. But I'd already decided that the vantage point from down there's rocks blocking here. I didn't think there was any advantage to being down there. I didn't think I'd get a better shot than being right up here. So no reward, no risk. View going down. It's beautiful when you're looking up, but you gotta keep your head down on this stretch here. It's pretty treacherous, steep drop off, and just again that loose gravel cliff here. No nice boardwalks here, which is good. It's good, keep it natural. Just gotta, really the path is as wide as my feet. All right, well, we're done here from Silverton Falls. We're gonna head to our cabin for our first night in Banff. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time. All right, so one of those back balconies is ours. Come down here to these awesome Canada Adirondack chairs. Trying to build a fire pit here with some Canmore, Alberta, Grizzly Paw Brewing Company, Hazy IPA, next to Baker Creek. Kids are running along the rocks. It's gonna get down into the mid to low 40s tonight. It's already a little chilly here. As you look up at the Canadian Rockies, all the other fire pits here. A big statue of an elk. I highly recommend Baker Creek. This is definitely the nicest luxury cabin type situation that we've had on this trip. The Airbnb was very nice, but on the older side, this place is modern and amazing. Right along Baker Creek. We're gonna hear that creek out our window all night tonight. So, a couple nights here, one night in the town of Banff, and then we're out of here. So, a couple more nights. Thanks for watching.